Hey guys, this is Garrett Carroll with Mahart and Associates, and today we're going to be talking about how you can stay safe and make sure that you're protecting and appreciating the wildlife here in Florida near the fresh waters like alligators and snakes and stuff like that. Let's get into this video.
Here we go.
There's certain ways to make sure that you do respect the alligators and that you're not in their business and they'll stay out of your business. One of the biggest things out here in Florida that we recommend is you never ever want to feed alligators. It makes them accustomed to humans and they get used to being around humans. When you start feeding them, they end up coming closer, coming back. They want more food. It's not a good idea to feed alligators. You never want to do that. You also want to make sure that you keep your furry pets out of harm's way. So if you're walking your dog, don't let them go up right by the bank of a lake or right next to a pond. You want to make sure you keep them away from the water's edge because a lot of times there's alligators in the water and you can't see them. So you want to make sure that you're being smart and you're doing your due diligence to keep your dogs away from, or your pets, any pets you have, away from the water's edge. You always want to make sure that you're extra vigilant as well when you are around the water's edge, like let's say you're fishing or you're launching a kayak or something like that. You want to make sure that you're being vigilant and make sure that you have your eyes on the water. Make sure you know what's going on with your surroundings. Another good thing to do while you're here in Florida is make sure you know what kind of snakes we have and what they look like. Some of them are very dangerous, some of them aren't. So you want to make sure you can tell the difference between, let's say, a water moccasin and a black racer, so you don't end up getting scared or worried about a certain snake that may not be worrisome. But if you're staying away from the water's edge, you won't have to worry about them as often. One thing that you can do is you can notify officials if you do see non-native species as well here in the Florida area. There's a lot of non-native species that end up finding their way here from people releasing pets, things like that. It's not good. It's not good for the environment. If you do see them, you want to let them know, so that way they can be taken care of. Something that's very important to understand is that the alligators were here first and we're going into their territory. So you want to make sure that everybody is very knowledgeable on how to handle them, what to do, so you're respecting them and they respect you. So you want to share with your family these tips that I've given you, friends, you want to share with them, especially if you're out of state. You want them to know that there's certain things that you want to do to make sure that you're not in harm's way. Like I said, you want to stay away from the edge of the water, make sure you're not having pets or little children at the edge of the water, nothing like that. Okay? Florida has a ton of biodiversity. It's absolutely beautiful, and the alligators are part of it, and they're beautiful as well. If you go into the rivers, there's certain rivers that are absolutely stunning. They're clear rivers, and you can see alligators swimming under you. You can see stingrays sometimes swimming under you. You can see different fish, stuff like that. Dolphins as well, depending on where you're at in the river. Florida is an absolutely beautiful and biodiverse state, and we want to keep it that way. We want to make sure that we're respecting and appreciating the wildlife as well. I really hope you guys enjoyed these tips and you get something useful out of it. If you could, please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. If you have anything to say about this, we'd love to hear it. Team TLC out.